What's good, gang? It's your King back with a brand spanking new reaction video. Today I have for you another death battle this week. It is going to be Phoenix versus Raven. This is DC. This is DC versus Marvel. Marvel versus DC. Same difference. We're gonna jump into this today. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you take time to hit that subscribe button down below. Now, nothing against Jean Grey, nothing against the Dark Phoenix, but I am a bigger fan of Raven. For some reason, Raven, I've always preferred Raven in DC. Now, granted, I have more Marvel favorites than I have DC favorites, but Raven has definitely always been in my top 10 of favorite DC characters, not just of heroes or villains, but just in total. She's always been in my top favorites. But we're gonna jump into this today, so I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. And yeah, let's dive on in. I have nothing else to say to start this off.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Jean Grey, the marvelous Phoenix of the X-Men.
Raven, the Azarathian demon witch of the Teen Titans.
If absolute power corrupts absolutely, in our quest to contain the beast within, we may well be consumed by...
Bird battle time!
Yeah.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In Greek mythology, the majestic phoenix bursts into flames upon its death, then rises from its own ashes. It's a symbol of nature, rebirth, the dawning and setting of the sun, the beginning and end of life.
A cycle poor Jean Grey was thrown into way too young when her best friend was struck by a car right in front of her.
Just like a phoenix, the trauma of Annie's death was the start of something new. Her mutant power of telepathy. In Annie's fleeting moments, Jean bonded with her mind, and they experienced her death together.
By
that's
the way,
crazy.
Jean was 10.
Enter Professor Charles Xavier, who hoped to help Jean through her trauma.
And was also a telepath. He taught Jean how to control her
Jean
X-Gene, and she
Elaine
used
Grey
her powers to
Summers.
find other troubled mutant kids around the country.
Thus, the first iteration of these marvelous mutant superheroes was born, the X-Men.
Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel, and of course, Marvel Girl. We can workshop that name.
Jean's potential as a telepath was incredible, so far beyond Xavier's, in fact, that he installed psionic blocks in her mind to limit her full power.
I remember
At least
that little
until she was
tidbit.
mature enough to wield it safely.
She can read and control thoughts, communicate telepathically, rewrite and erase memories, manipulate each one of your senses, and project her mind into the astral plane.
Jean is also an expert telekinetic, capable of forming energy barriers, deconstructing giant machines, and even halting the blood flow to your brain.
Starting to
Jesus.
feel like the guy with big hands who can climb good is a little out of place, but Jean's life would change forever, again, on one fateful mission.
Trapped piloting a ship through
I
a solar
remember that.
storm, the Marvel Girl came into contact with an incredible
The
energy.
Phoenix Force.
It merged with her, greatly enhancing her power.
But there was a catch. This thing wasn't just a power boost, it was a giant space bird!
More like a cosmic being, which is the embodiment of the Big Bang, destined to consume all of existence at the end of time. This is the Phoenix Force.
Well, merging with the fire chicken didn't turn out so great, cause all it wanted to do was blow shit up. Hey, why don't I get a Phoenix Force? That sounds awesome.
The Phoenix Force desires destruction. Its fire will one day consume all of existence. That's its purpose. Unfortunately, this need for annihilation would prove too much for Jean, manipulating and corrupting her until a thoughtless moment where she obliterated an entire civilized planet.
Jesus.
Billions of lives simply erased. This was the dawn of the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, when Jean figured out what happened, she was not okay. No matter how hard she tried to kill the Phoenix's influence, it would always rise back up. Good, because it's a Phoenix.
And so, rather than allow this absolute power to consume her, Jean heroically sacrificed herself. ending the threat.
Ah, what a beautifully tragic story about the corrupting influence of power on the human spirit.
Not really. Turns out that wasn't actually Jean. The Phoenix was just kind of pretending to be her. She came back later. Oh, and she merged with the Phoenix again.
Well, that's stupid.
Of course.
But hey, absolute power may corrupt absolutely, but it also absolutely
I forgot the
owns.
X-Men had an anime.
Phoenix, Jean can channel
I think I
vast
tried to
amounts of
start
cosmic
watching it,
energy,
and it just
absorb
kinda,
power from others,
didn't keep
manipulate
my
matter
attention.
down to the subatomic level, and even scorch your soul with psionic flames.
Flames that take the shape of the Phoenix itself, grow to the size of a universe, and burn hotter than a supernova. The Phoenix can
Jesus.
basically do anything. Stop time, open portals, see the future, raise the dead, and create pocket realities just for fun.
She can fly at massively faster than light speeds and wage mental battles across infinite distances in seconds.
El Pollo Loco even boosted Jean's natural mutant abilities to the max. She's physically strong enough to fight the Thing, and she's a stronger telepath than Moondragon was with the Mind Gem. You know, the Infinity Gauntlet bling that controls all minds in the universe.
And should Jean fall, the Phoenix can always resurrect her. So long as her soul remains intact, it will reform her body no matter how many times it's destroyed.
Which
Oh,
is
so he just
good,
gotta
since
destroy
she's
her
died
soul.
literally
I
15
think there's a few
times.
characters
As of this recording, at least.
in
She
Marvel that
probably
can
died again
destroy
in
souls.
2024.
A 16th time? Damn.
But hey, when Jean's not around, the Phoenix has jumped into
So
other
he died
people.
16
Rachel Gray,
times.
Hope Summers, Firehair. It's got a thing for redheads.
I think that's how many. Isn't that how many
It was a bad idea to
championships
have
Triple H
Jocelyn
got?
study it.
Oh, Jesus.
I demand a raise!
Nah, she's fine.
Well, even with plenty of hosts to choose from, the Phoenix would often end up back with Jean.
Like a clingy, codependent ex. While Jean might be stuck in a kind of love Ouroboros with Scott, Logan, Emma, basically everyone, her true bestie is the
Spider-Man.
Phoenix.
Because according to the Phoenix Force, she is its perfect vessel. The Phoenix is powerful enough to stalemate Galactus and defeat
Damn.
the being Necrom, who was going to collapse the multiverse into a singularity. With Old Man Logan as its host, the Phoenix saved the entire Omniverse from
I didn't
destruction.
even know
Yeah,
Old Man
basically,
Logan was a host of
embodiment
the Phoenix.
previous multiverse got mad and tried to flood reality with his evil juices. So, Old Man Phoenix held back a tsunami that would have erased all of Marvel Comics.
Let's move on. Even after multiple possessions, Jean was never quite free from the influence of the Dark Phoenix and the threat of its ultimate
Reverse
destruction.
Scarlet
But
Witch's no more
Jean's
mutant
like the
spell.
nicest and most patient person ever, so she eventually sort of got through to the Phoenix Force.
And with their combined power,
I'm learning
emotionally
some
stabilized, Jean
feats
reached
I
her
didn't know.
ultimate state of being, the White Phoenix of the Crown.
Sounds like a Dark Souls boss, and just as bullshit. White Phoenix is a perfect merging of Jean and the Phoenix Force, allowing her to control time and space and hold friggin' universes in her hand.
And giving her
Damn.
dominion over the White Hot Room, the highest plane of existence and the center of the Phoenix's power. Beyond the far shore of reality, it is a dimension the Phoenix has complete control over and even gets stronger while in it.
But Phoenix could never get out of that let's kill everyone mindset, so Jean finally confronted it and dumped his ass. Yeah, she dumped a cosmic god of destruction. You go, girl, time to take back the good old days of, wait, they're calling her Marvel Girl again? Roll it back.
But like a phoenix, the two will inevitably rise again and reunite, refreshed and renewed, with a passion that can melt stars and set our souls aflame.
That's crazy. Some information there
This
I did not
episode is
know.
sponsored by
at
BetterHelp.
all.
It can be easy to spend all your time on your work, your friends,
Let's jump to the
upon a
next one.
midnight dreary. The Demon Lord Trigon
This
had
is
a
my
plan
girl,
to escape his
Raven.
extra-dimensional prison.
By manipulating a poor young Gothamite named Angela Roth, he would spawn a half-demon child that would summon him to Earth.
See, this is one of the many reasons you don't live in Gotham. Thankfully, Angela was rescued and taken to a dimension called Azarath, filled with a bunch of smelly space hippies.
And there, she would have her doomed daughter, Raven.
The Azarathians were terrified of Raven. If she ever lost control of herself, even for a moment, she could release Trigon into the world and kickstart the apocalypse.
So they trained her to control her mind, forbidding her from feeling any emotions whatsoever. and thus
Rachel
suppress
Roth?
Trigon's
I didn't even know that was her
influence,
alias.
which is smart, since even without Trigon, she's strong enough to accidentally destroy the universe.
I don't know, Wiz. Being told that if I get too mad or too happy, I'd let loose the actual devil might just make me a tad bit stressed out of my goddamn mind. I call it the prequel trilogy School of Psychotherapy. And much like a Jedi, Raven learned some sick magical powers.
Raven is an empath and can sense the emotions of others even from across the universe. She can shape those emotions so precisely it acts as a form of mind control.
She can sense your presence, absorb and redirect your pain, steal your energy for herself, communicate telepathically, erase memories, or just turn your brain off and put you to sleep.
Her telepathy is so strong she could resist a mental attack from the Hive Queen, whose psionic abilities could overpower even Superman's mental defenses.
Damn.
God, I could use that some nights. And he can resist mind control from dudes who can destroy the multiverse. Seems like she's got this emotion shit locked down. What's the problem?
Her very soul. While her body is ostensibly human, her soul is the locus for Trigon's corruption, and she can separate it from her own body in the form of her silhouette.
It's a bird! It's a plane! No, that's just a bird!
This soul self is non-corporeal and can be controlled from an interstellar distance away. She can use it to fly, teleport across dimensions, possess people, smash ponies like a battering ram, and even
Smash
absorb
ponies.
things into a pocket dimension of infinite darkness.
For the nightmares!
It can also regenerate from complete disintegration.
Sort of like a soul healing factor. You know, they probably should have
I
thought
don't
twice
know. I
about making
feel,
a
I
person who
mean,
could
Phoenix
accidentally
is
end
strong.
the
Well,
world.
I
Such
think
a
my girl
badass.
Raven got this
Given
one.
Raven's fear of her dreaded destiny, it's fitting that her soul self should take the form of her namesake, a raven. Across multiple mythologies and cultures, the raven symbolizes prophecy, death, and ill omen.
Hey, if ravens mean bad news, what about gooses?
You wanna fight me, motherfuckers? Bring it. I'll nibble you.
Hey, what he said?
I'll nibble your eyes out.
Gonna nibble you.
See ya, suckers.
Okay, bye.
Oh, right. They symbolize assholes.
Upon turning 18, Raven feared Trigon's growing presence and went to Earth to form a super team capable of combating him.
Screw you, Satan! It's the Teen Titans!
Teen Titans,
These
yeah.
kids may seem like the Justice League Junior Edition, but with Raven as their white and black mage combo, they were out kicking butt and saving the world.
You can add Warrior too. On one of their adventures, Raven's physical body was enhanced to match Donna Troy, an Amazonian strong enough to withstand a blast from the Universe Buster Monarch.
Well, that's
Damn.
just bad game design.
Raven's vast arsenal of magic includes lightning, force fields, illusions, telekinesis, shape-shifting, matter manipulation, stopping and traveling through time, and most dangerously,
Hey, this is
her
gonna be a
control over
good-ass
souls.
match.
She can rip your soul out of your body and absorb it to get stronger. Even controlling a universe full of souls all at once is no big deal.
And
She
should
needs
someone
to
attempt
destroy
possess
Jean's
her, she
soul
can tether their
so the
soul to
Phoenix
hers,
can't come back.
absorbing them.
Like in a possible future timeline where she did just that to the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. She got strong enough to destroy all of creation. She was called the Unkindness, which is actually the term for a group of ravens. Neat.
All of these powers made her an incredible asset for the Titans. No longer alone in Azarath, awaiting inevitable doom, Raven found a new home with new friends.
And a potential green-skinned love interest that DC is too cowardly to commit to. Come on, guys. We all ship it.
Alongside Raven, the Titans have defeated the Church of Blood, the alien conqueror Mongol.
By the
and
time they actually
Brotherhood
make
of
that
Evil.
happen,
However,
for real, we gonna be
Raven used her
over it.
powers, the more
Like,
Trigon's
yeah, I should have been
influence
did
grew,
that.
unleashing a frightening transformation. Dark Raven.
Yeah, you can throw empathy out the window. As Dark Raven, she's a force of pure destruction. A perfect vanguard for her pop's hellish army.
Like in the New 52 era, where she led Trigon's forces, conquering worlds for, quote, an eternity.
Even destroying her body won't do much. She'll just keep fighting as a messed up demon ghost.
But the Titans were not fair-weather friends. With their love and support, Raven overcame her dark side and purified her soul to battle her all-powerful father.
We've been talking around him for a while, but Trigon is one of the biggest, baddest mother effers in DC Comics. Literally, evil personified. He's wiped out the Justice League with no effort, including
Jesus.
our old pal, pre-crisis Superman.
The same Superman who flew so fast he broke the bonds of infinity. Trigon's destroyed entire universes, matched the fifth dimensional imp Mr. Mxyzptlk, and even killed Dr. Fate in an alternate dimension. The same Dr. Fate who flew across reality at the velocity of God.
Yeah, he's pretty strong, but so is Raven. You see, Raven was raised as a pacifist, afraid that if she let loose, her father's powers would kill everyone she loved.
But in truth, Raven's power never belonged to her father in the first place. It was hers. And Trigon had no idea how strong his daughter really was.
With the Rings of Azar, Raven bonded with Azarath to overpower Trigon and destroy his soul. Even though her body got nuked in the process, she just kept superheroing without it.
That's
right,
crazy.
as a ghost.
But even
bird.
without her father's direct influence, Raven's incredible power continued to prove impressive. Like the time she fought the Spectre, an unbound angel of wrath whose conflicts often threaten all of reality.
Long have the
It's so
legends
many
of old
characters that can
proclaimed
like
the awesome
destroy
might
the
of
universe
god
or
GF,
affect
but I never knew
reality
they
in
were true
itself.
until
You know what I
this
mean?
day
Existence
with
in
it.
itself.
Okay, Portents of Doom are nothing new for this shadow-clad
On both sides of the fence,
sorceress. With
on
her
Marvel
teammates
side,
at her
on DC
side,
side,
there's
and you
no
got the,
future
you know, you
this
got the
titan
heroes that
can't
could do it, and you got the
overcome.
villains that could do it. There's always some kind of like counter.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a bird battle! Caw-caw!
Some angry birds. All right, of course, like I said, I'm going with Raven on this one. Going with Raven. I don't know. You know, I got some darkness in my soul a little bit. You know.
Come to burn my home to ashes. The demon inside you is too strong to be left alive. I'm sorry. This is for the good of the universe.
Okay, nice little warm up.
Azarath Metreon Zethos!
Throwing some big ass salt shakers at her.
Darkness take you!
Ooh.
What's the matter? Afraid of the dark.
I'm not going nowhere.
You don't control my mind!
I like the little like the music in the background. Damn. I mean, it's not over, but damn.
It's too late for you now!
Burning her up. I like the little alternate X-Men music. It's not over yet, Miss Gray. Threw a whole planet at her.
Let me cleanse you of your demons. Sear and scorch them all away.
No, I'll take this pain from you.
Told her.
Enough! I'm taking everything that twisted you to somewhere white, hot, pure!
Oh yeah. Doesn't she get stronger in this area?
Scott, Charles, everyone, give me strength!
I am not the daughter of a demon.
I am a daughter of Azarath. Azarath.
And it's over, Jean. Let it flicker out. Exactly. There you go. There you go.
I'm home.
It's 2 in a row. I picked the winner twice in a row.
As think they could have just talked this one out.
This was a nail-biter, and perhaps that's surprising, since Raven's reputation hardly matches that of the almighty Phoenix.
Probably because Raven's always holding back. When she does it, you don't have to dig too deep to see that these two are evenly matched in power.
The Phoenix Force was strong enough to hold back the destruction of all creation, but Raven had multiple showings of battling similarly powerful characters like Trigon and the Spectre, and both could compete with speeds exceeding infinity.
Sure, Jean got a power boost in the White Hot Room, but that didn't make her invincible. The Phoenix has been overpowered there before, like by this big green cat. So
what is that, Mike Guy?
This fight came down to their abilities.
Big ass
Both
tiger.
were immeasurably powerful telepaths. Both could control matter and time, and both could absorb each other's energy. However, Raven's ability to survive and fight as just her soul meant that most of Jean's offensive arsenal could not end the fight.
Exactly.
The Phoenix Force could have attempted to possess Raven's soul, but Raven has tethered her essence to other similarly powerful beings and absorbed them in the past.
And while the Phoenix's fire has shown to burn souls, Raven's has regenerated from complete disintegration.
On the flip side, Jean actually had very little defense against Raven's soul manipulation. The Phoenix could regenerate Jean's body, but not her
Told
spirit.
you once
When
she
Rachel
once
Gray's
she got a
soul
hold of her
shattered,
soul,
the Phoenix
it's
was
over.
actually incapable of healing it on its own. And while the Phoenix Force itself will be reborn in the White Hot Room, this can take months, years, even centuries.
So it could be one hell of a war of attrition, but ultimately only Raven had the ability to finish this battle.
Jean Grey was one of the strongest beings we've ever seen. But Raven's own awesome might, brilliant magic, and unique soul-destroying powers snuffed out her fire for good.
Will the Phoenix rise again?
Oh, it will.
From that far, far
And we gotta
shore?
blow it out like a candle
Hope the
again.
Raven, nevermore.
The winner is Raven.
Thanks for watching. Stay
That was
tuned. We
nice.
have a new Death Battle releasing every 2 weeks this year. And click the join button to get new perks and extra content. Planet level members even see Death Battles before anyone else. So
I
don't
think
miss
this
out.
one came before. Oh, the next one is Guts and Dimitri. Guts, Berserk versus Fire Emblem. I know of Fire Emblem. I don't know much about it, but I definitely know Berserk. I think I haven't watched the series in full. I haven't watched the anime in full, but I've definitely watched a few of the movies. I can't remember the name. It was like I don't even know what to call it. Like the best example I could give, you know how like you have like Infinity War and an Endgame, how like technically it's Infinity War Part 1 and 2. Like Berserk has a movie where it's like 3 parts. It's full-length movies, but they're literally split into 3 parts. It is. I saw 2 out of 3 of them. I still got to watch the last one, but just Berserk is fucking nuts in itself. And I read a little bit of the manga. Oh my god, oh my god. If you got a weak stomach, don't even try to read it or watch. Yeah, that was dope. Dope fight. I'm glad my girl Raven won. You know, like I said, I ain't got nothing against Jean. Just she just oh no, she ain't never do it for me. Anyway, I appreciate you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video and the reaction, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. You know, give me your thoughts. Who is your favorite Marvel character? It could be hero or villain. Or who is your favorite DC character, hero or villain? Appreciate you all for tuning in. See you all in the next one. Peace.